All right, Shalom. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Atlanta. First and foremost, we want to give all praise to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Waha Kradash Rakah. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing this truth and true sincerity. We're just doing an in-transit video. Basically, the title of this video is Judgment is Coming to a City Near You. You know, there's a lot of signs in your local cities that is pointing to judgment coming. You know, you saw the so-called white man cracking down on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We happen to live in this God-forsaken city of Atlanta, Georgia, and you know, through the Spirit, brothers been noticing a lot of things happening this week as far as like you know, like store closings. We noticed a lot of people are dying from the flu. Even at camp yesterday, brothers was mentioning that basically, you know, Esau is spraying this chemicals in the air and people are dying from, you know, the flu. So we're just going to go into some scriptures, you know, Lord willing, you're edified. But, you know, to the brothers out there, you know, judgment is coming. And, you know, basically we coming up on the Passover. And this is a time where, you know, through the Spirit, you know, we gotta purge and you know, tighten up. So
if I can make a quick point too, and that's another thing too. Just thinking about it, some beautiful destruction right there. Lord willing, nice accident. Yep. But that's another thing too. And just thinking about going into this topic really quick is that the understanding of things such as pestilence and how rapidly it's going to spread, especially in the urban areas, because what Esau has done is he's pretty much crammed a large number of people in small areas, small confinements. So, you know, every thing that's going to come to America as far as pestilence, famine, you know, race riots, and you know, conflict between people is going to be magnified because everybody's on top of each other too. So,
and Con, you know, and we were just talking like about an hour ago, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are docile right now because you forget about Jakes that got shot down like out in Sterling, Philando Castile, even that one chick named Corin Gaines. Y'all forget about that, but this devil hasn't forgotten. So, you know, be on the lookout for more racially involved shootings with you Negroes, man, because y'all wicked, man. You know, you listen to these God-forsaken songs talking about let's party like there's no tomorrow, let's spin it all up, let's drink it all up, let's smoke it all up. You go to work, Jake is always having a story about how he committed adultery back in the day, how he's still doing it. I mean, so the Lord has got you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in a trick bag, and it's only going to get worse. 2018, you know, you go by these churches, and they keep talking about 2018 is going to be your year. Lord willing, 2018 is a year of concentration camps and guillotine for you 2/3 niggas, man. So we're just going to get into, I'm going to start off at Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. All right, what's going on right now? You got Turkey declaring war with the United States. Turkey used to be an ally. Turkey is in the NATO. All right, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. Those are those race riots. All right, and like I said, like, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are pretty docile right now, man. And the Ku Klux Klan, you goddamn cowards, man. You're docile too, man. Y'all ain't doing shit, man. All y'all do is sell wolf tickets, man.
But you know what it is about white supremacy? Is white supremacy really is, especially in today's day and age, or really for the last, ever since the so-called civil rights movement. White supremacy has really gone underground, and it's in the backdrop.
Yeah.
Because without the Esau being able to really come down on Jake through, you know, numbers. You know, when they would hang Jake or, publicly humiliate Jake, you will have hundreds of Edomites doing it.
Yeah.
So they had the power of numbers, and that they were all united and pretty much coming against Jake. But in today's day and age, like I said, since the civil rights movement, they don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really, since they don't have that, what's the word for it? Like bandwagon or mob mentality. Since they really they don't have the power to really come against Jake with that mob mentality, so to speak. You're really seeing the cowardness of these Edomites, man.
It's like the Lord got to put the spirit on you, so-called white people, to start doing these racially motivated crimes again, man.
And that's what he's going to do. He's going to do that.
So let me continue on. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Now there's a famine right now, of real food, because this devil doesn't believe in the land Sabbath. So, we got these GMOs, but pretty much, like we just mentioned, there's going to be a famine of actual food, and there's going to be a famine of the word. Like brothers in they little areas that we live in around this godforsaken city have seen store closings. Even where I live at, you got an old abandoned building, that old Kmart shopping center that's been sitting there for about the past 4 or 5 years. So, these things are gonna, shortly come to pass. So it says, and pestilence, you got the Center for Disease Control located here in Atlanta. You got this flu going around, people just dropping dead. All right, it says, and earthquakes. This week there was one in Alaska that caused a tsunami warning, and then there was one in Japan. It was a 6.9, and then there's a little aftershock in LA. I believe it was LA, a little 4.0. But there's gonna be, Lord willing, there's gonna be more this week. And Lord willing, that 9.2 earthquake / tsunami hits the Pacific Northwest, and Lord willing, that 9.0 earthquake hits the San Andreas Fault, causing California to be broken up in two.
And just to build on the brother's point, when all these things are prophecy, these things are prophesied to happen. So these things are gonna happen. And when these things start to occur, the masses of people are gonna want answers as to what's going on and what to do. And the thing about it is, all Esau's gonna be able to present to you people is his lies and bullshit, man. It's global warming, it's this, it's that, blah, 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 But really, that may or may not be a part of it. That's not really the point or the most key factor in the equation. The most important thing is prophecy. And think about Jake, man. Jake doesn't have faith, man. Jake don't have faith in these prophecies, because Jake, Most High has removed that true measure of faith from a lot of you Israelites, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So when these things start to happen, who are you guys going to come to, man? Who's going to have the truth and the answers as to what's going to happen and the best thing to do while these things are happening? The men on the street, man. The men who, before these things actually manifest on this earth, who are telling you people what's going to happen. We're going to be the ones that have the answer through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's true. All right, continuing on in Matthew 24:7, it says, let me start from the top again. And nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So this is, only the beginning. All right. So we're going to continue on. Let me go to, I wanted to get, I think it was first Peter 4:17, because like the brother mentioned, all right, the men of the Lord got the answers, and that started from Elder Apostle Tahar on down. All right, 1 Peter 4:17 says, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obeyed not the gospel? All right, you got a lot of these bootleg Israel groups talking about ain't gonna be no tribulation. All right, you got a lot of them saying we're not gonna have spiritual powers in America, so on and so forth. There's still a lot of gimmicks. So the Lord is gonna start dealing with a lot of you bootleg Israelite groups. And then people are going to see that the true men of the Lord have been standing there in great boldness, like Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 mentions, and they're going to be coming to the men of the Lord. You know, it's not resting with IUIC. They're looking forward to the next Passover. It's here in Atlanta. And Lord willing, the Lord casts great judgment on IUIC and their wicked ass Passover, man. You know, so it's going to start with you Israelites who know you're Israelites, man. And there's a lot of Israelites around this city who know they're Israelites, man. You Yisrael and what else? Yasharal Israelites in this city. A lot of you niggas gonna face judgment, man. You know, so that let me go jump down to 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So Lord willing, we be part of that number. The scriptures say we will be scarcely be saved. So what's gonna be in store for you you niggalites out here who know you're Israelites and you're not coming down to the camp to get taught? All right, you're probably not even keeping you're not even probably trying to keep the laws to the best of your ability. A lot of y'all niggas got dreads and smoke weed and do all types of abominations, man.
Right.
You know. So
and that's the thing too, you know. Once again, there's always been niggas in Israel, man.
yeah.
There's always been Israelite niggas, man. Just like when they crucified Yahushua. Who delivered Yahushua to be crucified? Jews.
Let's get that.
It's con.
Yeah, let's get that.
People of our nation really despise the word. And despising the word is despising Yahushua. These people just want to, these bootleg Israelite groups, they pretty much want to inherit the promises, but not go through the Messiah, man, not go through Yahushua. And by that, you have no covering for your sins, and you have no path to attaining salvation without giving all reverence to Yahushua, giving reverence to the Most High through Yahushua. These are the same guys, man.
God.
These are the same guys, the Pharisees and Sadducees of that day, you know, the wicked of them. These are the same guys who who conspired to have Yahushua killed. Because they didn't truly believe in the prophecies of the scriptures. And they didn't have the spirit to understand the time they were in. And they don't have the time to understand the time we're in today.
All right, this is Matthew 27 verse 20. It says, but the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua. The governor answered and said unto him, whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said Barabbas.
Right. So they rather have a wicked ass nigga. The majority in this thing, man, just look at the numbers, man. Look at the ratio. 144,000 elect men and the 1/3 are going to be saved through the mercy and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. 2/3 are going to be destroyed. So the masses, the multitude, are going to go down the wrong path, man. They're going to follow the wide gate to destruction. So it's imperative, man. It's very important. It's literally a matter of life and death to stay on the correct path, man. Which is really following the model, the mold, the spirit of Yahushua. Because these wicked Israelites, just because you know you're Israelite, like the brother's going into, that's not the end all be all. These wicked men truly despise the only begotten Son of the Most High. They truly, in their spirit, despise Yahushua because they want to do it on their own accord, through their own power, their own acts. But that's not how salvation is attained on this side, man. It's just not.
All right, let me continue on. It says, Matthew 27 and 22, Pilate saith unto them, what shall I do with Yahushua, which is called the Anointed? They all say unto him, let him be crucified. Verse 23, and the governor said, why, what evil have he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person, see ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children.
That's it.
That's basically it. You know, a lot of you guys out there claiming that you're Israelites, man, you're the ones that were saying, let the blood. Let me read that again. Matthew 27:25. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children. All right. So, you know, that's plain and clear. And that's how we know that reincarnation exists. Right. You got these charlatans out here. We ain't talking about TD fakes. We talking about you niggerlites who know you Israelites, man. You know, there's no prophecy at all. It's just weddings and going to Israelite summits and selling Bibles. All that's gonna end, man. All that is gonna end real quick, and y'all ain't gonna have no answers.
Yeah, and that's really just, honestly, that's really just an extension of Christianity, really.
Yeah.
Because the Christian church, they do the same exact thing. They're worried about having the perfect outfit, the perfect suit with the right tie and shoes, and you know the dress with the right hat combination.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to go into the churches and sing and dance and act the fool.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not diligently seeking to understand really what's going on through the scriptures.
God. All right, I got a precept. This is 2nd Ezra 15, verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. That's talking about the race riots again. I think there's more judgment going on over here, Lord willing. Alright, and swords in their hands, for there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, their princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Now, you know, sedition is basically an action used of going against a government or an authority. And when all this chaos starts happening, all you niggerlites, all right, who've been misleading the people, man, these people are gonna be looking for answers. All you've been doing is making great millstone slander videos, and you know, this and that. And then when the shit hits the fan, you ain't gonna have no answers, and they gonna come looking for you, man.
Right.
That's another form of judgment, man. They gonna come looking for you, but it's not gonna be a good result, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. It's not gonna be a good result for them, but it's gonna be a great result for us, man.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. You're right, though. You're right.
Matter of fact, let me go to Jeremiah chapter 23 and 1. It says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, said the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus said the Lord, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord. So that's what the Lord says. You know, he's basically going to cast judgment on you for speaking these false doctrines, man.
Okay.
You know, Elder Apostle Tahar just did a video on why we don't get with these other camps. And GOCC was on there talking about salvation is for everybody. I mean, there's various scriptures pointing to salvation is only for Israel, but then you want to extend it to everybody. Like the brother said, you want to do your own thing, you know? So, never mind. Then we're going to get back into some prophecy, some destruction. That's it. Y'all just part of it. So, we're going to go to 2nd Ezra. I believe it's the same 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Alright, 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Let's start at verse. Alright, 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. And he's putting this, the words of prophecy in our mouths. You know, like even brothers who haven't even been in the camp less than a year, brothers is coming out and prophesying. You know, like the brother yesterday at camp, man, the brother was on fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the spirit is heavy on these camps, and the spirit is going to be heavy on men coming in as well. In this year of prophecy. All right, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So all you scoffers, all right, you want to get on the comment board. I mean, it's too late in the game to be scoffing, man. Like Yakko Wacko, man, you just need to give it up. All you other scoffers, man, you just need to give it up. It's a lost cause. Vocab Malone. All right, man, it's just a lost cause, man. You have nothing to say about World War III, the pestilence. You have nothing to say about the flu outbreak, but you claim to know the Bible, and you can't simply go into Matthew chapter 24 and explain pestilence. You probably can't even break down the definition of pestilence.
But you know what? If I can say, that's the beauty of the book, man. That's the beauty of the role. Is the book even prophesied about scoffers, man.
Yeah.
The book even prophesied about scoffers and mockers coming in the last days.
God.
So they don't even realize that they're really just fulfilling their lot to earn their destruction. Just like we're diligently working to earn and make ourselves worthy of salvation. You know, and through that, even we understand it's going to be a difficult road. It's going to get more and more difficult, but our faith's going to grow parallel to the difficulty. You know what I'm saying? They're really fulfilling their lot to earn destruction. That's beautiful, man. Hey, for you scoffers, man, turn it up, man.
Yeah, turn it up.
Y'all ain't doing enough, man. Y'all scoffers need to be matching the diligence of the men of Great Millstone, man.
I mean, EJ Love got more heart than you niggas out here, man. At least he came personally, man. You niggas just sit behind a keyboard.
Right. That's way easier, man. You should be hella diligent if you're a scoffer or if you're a keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
You should be very diligent, man. You have no excuse.
All right, continuing on, it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth. That's happening now. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. And this is the reason why. Verse 6, especially in this city named Atlanta, man. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You know, this is why the Most High, when you see all this prophecies coming to pass, it's because of wickedness. It's because of homosexuality. You always got a sodomite or a tranny on your job now, man. And people just go up and talk to these its like it's normal, man.
Right.
I mean, you got to use discernment. You can't be on the job talking about you fucking faggot, you gonna die. But you know, niggas just willingly go up to goddamn sodomites and faggots and have a lovely conversation with them.
But just like the you said, brought in that precept about how the wickedness has polluted the entire land, man. Like really, that's part of Esau's wine, man.
God.
Is homosexuality, lesbianism, transsexuality. It's okay. Transvestites, just dressing in women's clothing, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just scrolling on social media, and I see a dude I went to school with, man. I went to school with him and his wife. You know, they married now. This dude, was in the military for years and years and years. This dude out here wearing a fucking wig, man. That's off, man. Like and the thing about it, like I said, that being a part of Esau's philosophy, his wine, you know what I mean, is shit. If we were in control, if this was the kingdom established by Yahweh Shai, and the righteous men of our nation were in rulership, we wouldn't have to worry about going and seeing faggots in the workplace. Because we saw a faggot, we put his ass to fucking death, man.
Yeah, God.
And that's also is applicable to you lesbians, man. Because in this society, they try to, especially the men try to, pretty much more or less say, bitches, they gay, man, whatever, man, a chick sucking on titties, man, I don't mind seeing that. Fuck that, man.
Yeah.
Chick's supposed to be serving her man, and the man's supposed to be serving the Lord.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And then, more wickedness is gonna pollute the earth, man. Pedophilia is gonna start happening. Right. All you niggas that was molesting children, man, y'all gonna start coming out the closet asking for rights because the so-called white man wants his pedophilia rights. NAMA's gonna raise up. But, this is why the Lord gotta send these plagues upon the earth. And Lord willing, That happens soon, and it's going to end with those intercontinental ballistic missiles. So we just going to end on a couple more scriptures. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 24. It says, 23, it says, the fire is gone forth from his wrath, and have consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled. And that's happening soon. World War III is brewing up. All right, even India. All right, those curry eating, dot head having Elamites even got intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. All right, and they're coming to a hood near you. All right. So verse 24 says, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. And we just gonna end on that, man. All right, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments.
That's destruction, man.
Yes.
You know, whether you simple out here or whether you still kind of learning, what things are. Woe means destruction, man. God.
So we gonna end it on that. We're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing this truth and sincerity. Death to you 2/3, you heathens, and Kwam Yashala.